Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting in the AL East, the New York Yankees combined for 4 total home runs as they beat the O's in Baltimore 7-2. The Detroit Tigers held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 3-1. The Tampa Bay Rays launched 3 home runs as they sank the Mariners 7-1. The Astros combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 4-2. The Milwaukee Brewers put together 10 total hits as they beat the White Sox on the South Side
On a warm summer afternoon, we're getting set for baseball from Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game weekend set between the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. The race for the division continues to heat up as 2 of the best square off next. Todd Kelly will be the starter for the O's in this contest. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy loves pitching at home. He's had a little bit of a rough go pitching on the road so far this season, but he's pitched really well in his home environment, and I'm sure he's glad and comfortable that he's pitching at home in this one. Hopefully, he can string together another strong home start.
Striding in, Freddie Galvis, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch coming, here it is. Lifted into the air to shallow center. On the move is DeShields. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first down.
Now that is an impressive vertical on this dive. As we take a look at it on replay, we can see just how high he had to get up to make that catch. That play might earn him a steak dinner from the pitcher.
Into the box now, Zach Cozart. Hot shot down the line. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he won't risk the long throw across. He'll hang on to it. It's an infield single.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They come off another loss last time out. And in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Yankees nothing, Orioles coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Tanner Roark gets the ball for the Yankees in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Tanner Roark a lot of times gets lost in the shuffle. Really good sinking fastball. Former reliever that worked his way into the starting rotation. 93 to 95 miles an hour would sink. Power slider, good changeup. I'd like to see him use the changeup a little bit more. Quality 3-pitch mix, a pitcher and not a thrower.
Stepping in, Scott Hines. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
And a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I know they'd love to get more production out of Delino DeShields these days. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. Looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him.
And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. In there, 0-1. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be giving that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioned in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low apparently. Hit hard to the right. Foul.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
The 2-1 home. Grounded back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that means that Corey Dickerson will bat with 2 out.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Standing in now, Corey Dickerson. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike, 1-1.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Swing and a little tapper. Bellinger, the runner at first with 2 gone. Popped him up. In there, a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Row, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Ball 1. His career line against Roark up until this point. He's 3 for 9. He also has 1 home run. Well, in trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman. 2 men are on with 2 men out. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
Bounce it to the left side. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Oriole threat goes by the wayside as the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. We are still scoreless. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to center field. To Shields, patrolling center, makes the play. 1 out.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And let's take a look at Curtis Granderson. He stood the test of time. Former center fielder, can play both corners as well. Known for picking him up and putting him down. This guy can go get him in the gaps.
Sharp ground ball toward the hole. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Here's Daniel Murphy now. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. First pitch on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Murphy, 33 years old. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
So they get a 2-out base runner here following the base hit, and that leads us to check out the league leaders in team batting average. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. Digging in now for the Yankees, Adam Duvall. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging a ground ball to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0.
Leading off for the Orioles.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner. Guys, we're in the heart of the season now and watching what's proving to be a fierce division contest. So the Bronx Bombers currently holds on to the top spot, but their opponents are hot on their heels. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores. Now the 1-1 pitch. It's in there for strike number 2.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance. And hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
The 1-2. Freezes him on the inside, strike 3.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let me tell you about outfielder Chuck Nasty, Charlie Blackmon. One of the best in the business out there, covering a ton of room in the outfield, gap to gap, with one of the most accurate arms in the game.
Ready now for Baltimore, Curtis Granderson. He comes in with a 6-game hitting streak to his credit, so he'll look to keep that rolling in this one. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. His career line against Roark up until this point. He has 9 base hits in 27 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Bottom of the second here with no score. Missed with a slider. And Granderson trying to work his way aboard. He's got it to 3-1 now.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning. Stepping up now, Jorge Alfaro will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. Chopped weakly to the left. Cozart scoops it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. We'll move to the third with no score. It is a beautiful day here in Baltimore, Maryland, as we're set to begin the third frame in this one from Oriole Park. Here's Cargo Carlos Gonzalez.
The right fielder, number 14, Carlos Gonzalez.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. He's through first and hustling for second. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Well, he hit that one pretty well all the way out to the warning track, and clearly there's some hard dirt out there because that ball bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Next for New York, JT Realmuto, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. Hit down the third baseline. Flores has it, and there's one down now. And he's safe.
Now batting, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Ready for another chance? Freddie Galvis, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Shields is there. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the run will score as the Yankees grab the early 1-0 lead.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Zach Cozart. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he just misses with a curveball.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. In now for the O's, Zue Lin. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First pitch on its way. There's a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in a philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
Duvall has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number one. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Scott Hines. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Now at the plate, Delino DeShields, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Nope.
And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with a slider. Hines, base runner at first with 1 out. And there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now the throw down. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. The 1-2. Fouled off. Here he comes again, 1-2. Missed with a breaking ball. Solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Oh, and he misses it. Riding in once again, Cody Bellinger, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
And it's fouled away. And another foul ball. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit. Froze him, but just missed the zone.
The 1-2 pitch. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch-out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1 is in off the plate.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
And the first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Here's Mark Reynolds trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Bullet back up the middle. Blackman is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands. The bases loaded. Orioles leave him. Digging in to try it again, Charlie Blackmon, as we begin the top of the fourth.
Charlie Blackmon.
First offering on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
Striding forward now is the DH, Chris Davis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a good curveball at the knees. And a neck-high fastball that time. Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. Into the bleachers and gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center, number 23 for him thus far, as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here's Daniel Murphy now.
Daniel Murphy.
As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. This is flared out towards second, and this is taken for the out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Digging in, Adam Duvall. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball.
That's why in this sport you have to be able to control your emotions at the plate. You saw his eyes light up on that first pitch changeup, just not able to stay back a hair longer to keep that one fair and put his team on the board.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. The Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 3-0 New York. Stepping up to the plate, Wilmer Flores comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon. It is Curtis Granderson. And that misses ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Counts even at 1-1 for Granderson. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Standing in, Jorge Alfaro. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he takes ball 1. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Swing and a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Little chopper back his way. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Now the pitch. This is drilled, but right into the shift. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Standing in, JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dickerson's there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number 13.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Freddie Galvis. He hit a sac fly earlier. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. The 0-1 delivery. Pulled toward right center field. Granderson's after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Ready now, Zue Lin. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Count even now at 1-1. On its way is pitch number 75. Popped him up. Cozart on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The batter, second.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Scott Hines. He singled his last time up. And he lays off for ball 1. The Yankees are hanging on to a narrow lead, but this game has been a battle fought between 2 very good ball clubs. Guys, what's at stake in the bigger picture for these 2 clubs?
Yeah, Matty V, listen, this isn't like the last week of the season, but I think when you're in second place, D-Row, this is one of those games. You have the lead right now. This is one of those you want to win to start to get momentum on your side.
Yeah, guys, this would be a huge momentum swing right here for this team to come in and win this ball game right here, sending a message. Nice litmus test series for this one.
And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Number 3.
And here's the 2nd generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no... Ready once again, Zach Cozart. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. This game's had an aura of intensity that you rarely see from a mid-season matchup.
Hey, one game doesn't make a season.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 15 for him thus far. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Tony Barnett takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Barnett, a 6'1" right-hander. He was taken in the very late rounds during the first-year player draft of 2018.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him. I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Weekly hit towards first, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Up next for the Yankees.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt, 0 for 2 with a line out and a pop out. First pitch coming, here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. And it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision. Chris Davis will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. There's one on to first as they get the double play. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's...
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Duvall facing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. So close, but not enough on the fly ball there. And that's a story these guys have heard before as we take a look at the list of teams with the fewest home runs this year. And that's a sight you don't want to see. Dead last in the AL in that category. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Daniel Murphy. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now here's the pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Two and 0 count. Here it comes. Slow grounder to first. Bellinger fields cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in once again, Adam Duvall. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now here's the pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. DeShields is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The right fielder, number 14.
Digging in to try it again, Carlos Gonzalez. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. And that one stayed too low apparently. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on. Ready for another shot now. Wilmer Flores. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good. Nice piece of hit.
Ready for another chance. Curtis Granderson. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right over the middle, knee high.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one as that's the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Jorge Alfaro. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. The 0-1 on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Jorge Alfaro becomes out number 2 this inning. He's set, and the pitch. On the ground to the right side. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. Flores rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Hey, we're in the middle of this one already, D-Row. They finally score a run, and they've had a tough time scoring some runs.
Yeah, after taking it on the chin yesterday, it's nice to finally break through. Maybe this gives the offense the confidence it needs.
1-0 the count. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. The 1-2. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. He'll settle for 1. Pedro Baez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Pedro Baez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Here comes Dickerson. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Freddie Galvis. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. From the stretch. And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so we'll see if he can settle in.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Freddie Galvis goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. First pitch on its way. On the ground to the left side. On to first, and there were 2 down. And he is in there. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. Career numbers against Baez. Just a 1 for 9. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and 1 strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Real Muto at third with 2 away. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Backhanded. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Behind 0-2 now. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
This is skied into short left center. Blackmon on the move. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And there are 2 gone now. Here's Mark Reynolds. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. In head-to-head action against Tyler Lyons, he's 0 for 4. 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
He loses him on ball 4. In now for the O's, Wilmer Flores. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for New York, number 60, Michael Gibbons.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there. Popped him up. And that'll do it in the inning as the catch is made in the coach's box. Michael Lorenzen enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive to center field. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Fouled away. Davis waits on the 1-1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And they can't run it down. Runner goes for second. The 1-2 on the move again from first. Oh, and this is low, and it won't be dug out, so he picked the right pitch to run on there, and he's in at second base with a stolen bag.
Once the catcher realized that pitch was going to be a worm burner, I think he gave up on worrying about trying to throw out the stealing base runner. That was a good job of just keeping it close and preventing the...
Ouch, that one hit him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but I do know when a guy at the plate is a stud like that and first base is open, there's absolutely zero reason to put the ball in the strike zone. I think he was trying to work around him, and it just got away.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. The second for one. On to first, and they get them both. So coming to the plate, Adam Duvall. Although there are a couple of bases open, we'll see if they think about working around him. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Big tilt on the slider, gets a swing and a miss. Goldschmidt on third with 2 out. And a big pass at a slider that gets past him. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
The 1-2. Now Zimmer with a swing and a deep drive to left. Looking up is Dickerson. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Adam Duvall puts a pair on the board with a home run. Number 17 for him on the season, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Everybody has heard of a hitter punishing a curve or a slider that just hangs. Well, this was a cutter. It just hangs right there out over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it. Can't leave a pitch like that to a professional hitter. Well, you can, but that's what you get.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. On the move is DeShields. And the inning is over. The 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Orioles. It's now 6-1 in favor of New York. Ready now for Baltimore. Curtis Granderson. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's set. Here it comes. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. 1-1. Here it comes. And here's one that misses, so it's 2-1 now to the Oriole left fielder.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
The 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Jorge Alfaro comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Zue Lin. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Baltimore down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
6-1 the final tally today. New York led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Tanner Roark earned his 5th win of the year. Michael Givens records 4 outs on his way to the save, his 1st of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees. 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. For the Orioles, 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes. Our paid attendance here at the ballpark this afternoon.